The mysteries of Lourdes, France's healing waters. Millions visit each year, claiming miraculous cures from the spring. A mystery where faith and science continue to clash. In 1858, a young French peasant girl named Bernadette Soubirous claimed to have witnessed an apparition of the Virgin Mary in the grotto of Massabielle near the town of Lourdes. The Virgin Mary told her that she should dig in the dirt there, and afterwards a spring would appear from which miraculous healing could occur. Soon after this, the spring appeared, and people began to travel from all over France to Lourdes to drink its water or bathe in it, hoping to be cured of their ailments. Since then, millions of pilgrims have visited Lourdes each year, and it is now one of the most popular Catholic shrines in the world. But how does the story of Lourdes defy explanation? What are the claims made by those who have been healed at Lourdes? And how do scientists explain the alleged miracles? Join me as we explore the mysteries of Lourdes, France's healing waters. One day, in 1858, a poor young peasant girl named Bernadette was gathering firewood in the grotto of Massabielle near her home in Lourdes when she heard a strange sound. She went to investigate and saw a lady standing in the opening of the grotto. The lady was beautiful and seemed to glow with an otherworldly light. Bernadette was frightened, but the lady approached her and introduced herself as the Immaculate Conception. She told Bernadette that she wanted her to build a chapel at the site of the grotto and drink from the spring that would soon appear. Intrigued, Bernadette did as she was told. She dug into the ground, and soon enough a spring of clear water bubbled up from the earth. The spring was warm to the touch and had a faint sulphurous smell. From the moment that Bernadette drank from the spring, she felt an immediate surge of energy. Her health, which had been suffering for years, suddenly improved dramatically. Word spread quickly through the small town of Lourdes about the miraculous spring, and soon people from all over France were traveling there to drink from it or bathe in it. At first, the townspeople were skeptical, but they couldn't deny the incredible stories that began to emerge. People who had been blind for years were suddenly able to see again. Those who had lost limbs in accidents or illnesses grew new ones. Others who suffered from chronic pain or debilitating diseases were cured overnight. It seemed too good to be true, yet these stories continued to pour in. To this day, the grotto of Massabielle in Lourdes, France is one of the most popular Catholic shrines in the world, with over 5 million pilgrims visiting each year. Many come seeking medical miracles, while others simply want to experience the spiritual atmosphere of the place where Bernadette saw the Virgin Mary. But what makes Lourdes so special? Is there something about the spring that makes it so powerful? Or are the reported miracles nothing more than faith healing and wishful thinking? Let's start with the spring itself. According to legend, the water has miraculous healing powers. In fact, many people claim to have been cured of serious illnesses simply by drinking or bathing in it. But is there any scientific evidence to support these claims? Well, not really. The water has been analyzed and found to contain high levels of sulfur, calcium, and iron, all of which have some medicinal properties. However, there is no evidence that the water contains anything that could cure a serious illness like cancer or multiple sclerosis. Moreover, many of the people who claim to have been healed at Lourdes have been suffering from psychological disorders rather than physical ones. For example, a study published in the Journal of Neurology, Neurosurgery, and Psychiatry in 2007 reported the case of a woman who had been paralyzed by a stroke. After drinking the Lourdes water, she suddenly regained the ability to walk and talk, even though she had been completely paralyzed before. But upon further investigation, it was discovered that the woman had actually been faking her paralysis. She had been leading a double life, working as a waitress while collecting disability benefits for her fake paralysis. In other words, she was consciously or unconsciously making her symptoms worse in order to receive attention or sympathy. This is not an isolated case. There have been many other instances of people faking or exaggerating their symptoms in order to appear more deserving of attention or charity. On the other hand, There have also been cases of people being genuinely cured at Lourdes. One such case was that of a young girl named Marie Bailey, who suffered from a rare and debilitating disease called progeria. Progeria causes children to age rapidly, and Marie was not expected to live past her teens. However, after drinking the Lourdes water, her symptoms suddenly went into remission, and she was able to live a relatively normal life until her early 20s. While this is an incredible story, it is important to note that there is no scientific explanation for it. Doctors can only speculate that Marie may have had a rare genetic mutation that made her susceptible to progeria. But the fact remains that she was cured, and there is no denying that. What makes the story of Lourdes even more mysterious is the fact that there have been so many alleged miracles that have occurred there. According to the Catholic Church, over 6,000 healings have been attributed to the Lourdes water since Bernadette first discovered the spring in 1858. Now, the Church does not take these claims lightly. Each healing is thoroughly investigated before it is officially recognized as a miracle. Nevertheless, the sheer number of alleged miracles at Lourdes is staggering and has led some people to believe that there really is something special about the water there. Of course, skeptics argue that many of these healings can be explained by natural means. After all, the water does contain some minerals that can have a healing effect on the body. Additionally, the placebo effect is also thought to play a role in many of the alleged miracles. When people believe that they are receiving a cure, their bodies often respond accordingly. For example, if someone believes that the water from Lourdes can cure their blindness, they may start to see better even if the water had no effect on their eyesight. Despite the skepticism, there are still some healings that cannot be explained away so easily. Take, for example, the case of a man who was cured of Parkinson's disease after drinking the Lourdes water. Parkinson's is a neurodegenerative disorder that causes tremors, stiffness, and other motor problems. There is no cure for Parkinson's, and most treatments only provide temporary relief from the symptoms. However, this man's Parkinson's went into remission after he drank the Lourdes water, and he has remained symptom-free ever since. There have been many other cases of people with neurodegenerative disorders being cured at Lourdes, which suggests that there really is something special about the water there. Another interesting aspect of the Lourdes phenomenon is the fact that people from all over the world come there to seek healing. This includes people from different religions and even people who do not believe in any religion. For example, a woman who had been paralyzed in a car accident traveled to Lourdes from the United States to see if the water could heal her. Despite not being Catholic or particularly religious, she said that she was willing to try anything to improve her condition. This suggests that the power of Lourdes may go beyond religious faith alone. It is possible that the place simply has a unique energy that promotes healing. After all, the grotto where the spring is located is situated in a beautiful and serene environment surrounded by mountains and trees. It is easy to see how such a place could inspire hope and promote relaxation, both of which are essential for the healing process. In conclusion, the mystery of Lourdes continues to fascinate and baffle scientists, doctors, and theologians alike. While there is no denying that many of the alleged miracles that have occurred there can be explained by natural means or psychological phenomena, there are also cases that defy explanation. The stories of people being cured of serious illnesses or injuries after drinking the Lourdes water are too numerous to simply dismiss as coincidence or fraud. It is possible that the water from Lourdes does have some kind of healing power that we do not yet understand. Or perhaps there is something about the environment there that promotes healing. Whatever the case may be, the mystery of Lourdes is sure to continue to captivate people for many years to come. What are your thoughts on the healing waters of Lourdes? Do you believe that the spring has miraculous healing powers, or do you think that the alleged miracles can be explained by more mundane means? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on the mysteries of the human body and mind. Thanks for watching.